Hello researchers, how are you? I hope you are fine and doing well. In this video, I am going to demonstrate how to install Linux Mint version 17.3, the Mate version. Now before we go with the installation part, I have already demonstrated you regarding what is Linux Mint in my previous two videos, that is on Linux Mint 17.3 Cinnamon and Linux Mint 17.3 KDE. So in this video, let us understand what is Mate. Mate is a desktop environment forked from now unmaintained code base of Genome 2. It is named after the South American plant yerba mate and tea made from the herb mate. The use of a new name instead of genome avoids conflict with Genome 3 components. If we talk of history, Genome 3 was released in April 2011, replaced the classical desktop metaphor, substituting its native user interface Genome Shell. This action led to some criticism from parts of the free software community. Some users even refused to accept the new interface design of Genome and called for continued development of Genome 2. An Argentine user of Arc Linux started the Mate project in order to meet this demand and announced the availability of Mate on 18th of June 2011. So a very beautiful history. Mate has forked a number of applications originating as the Genome core applications, and developers have written several other applications from scratch. The forked applications have new names, that is Kaja, that is file manager, Pluma, that is called text editor, Eye of Mate, that is image viewer, Atril, that is document viewer, and Grandpa, archive manager, Mate terminal, terminal emulator, Marco, Windows manager, and Mozo, that is menu item editor. If we talk of the further development, Mate fully supports the GTK plus 3 application framework, and the project is supported by Ubuntu Mate lead developer Martin Wimpress and by Linux Mint development team. So if you want to download the Linux Mint, so same you have to open the same website, that is called linuxmint.com/download.php, and you can see on this website it is having various flavors of Mate, that is Mate Simple, that is 64-bit, an edition featuring Mate Desktop, Mate No Codex, which is a version without multimedia support, and Mate OEM, an installation image for manufacturers to pre-install Linux Mint. So I recommend that in this video I am demonstrating that is Mate 64-bit, that is a full edition featuring the Mate Desktop with multimedia and proper genome based results. So let us go to our VirtualBox and let us install the Linux Mint, that is Mate. So if I right click on this and I click on properties, so you can find that it is about 1.56 GB of the software, which is the ISO image which I have downloaded from the website which I have shown you before. So let us go to our Oracle VirtualBox and let us start the installation. So what you have to do is to click on new, and now I type on, that is Linux Mint Mate 17.3. So just change the version from Ubuntu to other Linux 64-bit. Because why? Because you have to see the basic version of other Linux under 64-bit. So click on next, and you have to just type the RAM, that is called 2048. I'm using 2 GB of RAM, so click on next. Click on create. So click on next, same default options, click on next. And now just you have to type the GB. So in the previous video I've shown you that about 10 GB of space is required. So again I recommend to give it 15 GB or 20 GB or 30 GB, whatever you feel like. So but 10 GB is the base, so I recommend 15 GB as a minimum for basic testing and other normal work usage. So click on create, and now click on start. So before we go to the installation, let me tell you that again the version which I am going to install in this video is again the live version. From that live version we will be starting with the installation. So same steps which we have followed in Cinnamon version as well as the KDE version. So click on browse, go to the desktop, and I have already chosen the desktop link. So Linux Mint 17.3 Mate 64-bit ISO. So click on open and click on start. So let me close this, and now click on view and full screen mode. So now you can see that welcome to Linux Mint 17.3 Mate 64-bit. So same 5 options, that is start Linux Mint, start in compatibility mode, integrity check, memory test, boot from local drive. So I will be taking the first option, so that I will be booting in the live version, and then I will be installing from the live version the main Linux. So let's press enter. So it has started the basic boot. So sometimes it becomes very difficult for me to judge that which edition is what, so because some of the editions are very much similar, and there is not much difference. So same interface which we have got as we got in Cinnamon. So same, that is, you can see that Linux Mint 17.3, and if you want to install it, so what you have to do is to click on install Linux Mint. Double click this option. So now you have got the first icon screen, that is welcome, with the language option, that is English. So we don't have to change it, so click on continue. So now you can see that for the best results, please ensure this, that is about 10 GB of disk space, plug to power source, or if you don't want to connect to the internet, you can just don't, because why? It makes you to download some language packs, so I don't recommend that you should take some internet. You can install it afterwards. So click on continue. But if you have it, there is no worries. So click on erase this and install Linux Mint. So it is a default option. Click on install now and click on continue. So again, ext4 version will be selected. So now we have to find the locations. So I'm living in India. So I just click on India, that is Kolkata will be the default location. So click on continue. So again, the keyboard layout, that is English will be okay. If you are living in other country, you can have more options. So you can check as per your requirements. So click on continue. So again, it is asking for my name. So I'm putting my name and I'm choosing the name as my password. So click on continue. And now it will start the installation. So you can see that it has started copying the files. So we just pause the video for some time and let us come back when it completes the install. So now you can see that it is installing the language packs and scanning the other algorithms. So I can just skip it. So it is configuring the time zone, keyboard, creating the user. So it has taken me about 5 minutes to fully install it. And again, it is detecting the USB storage, configuring the hardware. And then after then the last step, which we all know, that is init fs, which will be configuring it. So it has started with init fs, as you can see over here. So configuring hardware will take some time. And now it is installing the grub and it is updating the grub. And almost we are done with the installation. So again, a very fast distribution in its versions. So you can see that installation has finished. You can continue testing. So if you want to continue with the live version, you can click on continue testing, or otherwise click on restart now, because I've already installed my Linux Mint 17.3, that is the mate version. So I just click on restart now. So what I recommend is that you just close this machine, click on power off, and now power on the machine again for better performance. So if it takes much time for rebooting, you can skip this time and you can click on power off and you can power on. So there is no need to worry regarding any crashing, etc. It is very powerful. So you can see that the mate icon has come, and in a few seconds we will be greeted by the desktop with the welcome screen first of all, so that we can log in. Yes. So now you can see a very wonderful wallpaper of mountains beside this, and for login I just type my name and again my name as the password. Wow. So let us click on this icon that is called Rosa, that is Linux Mint 17.3 Rosa. Yes, so a very beautiful interface it is having, that is computer, home folder, network, desktop, trash, software manager, package manager, terminal, lock screen. So you can say a great options, great plethora of options I'm having. So Bluetooth options, accessories, graphics, internet, office, LibreOffice is there. So I can say that it is again a fully loaded Linux, and you can find that interface is much equivalent as compared to Windows 10 and Windows 7. So in this video I have made you installed, that is Linux Mint 17.3 Rosa, or you can say the made 64-bit desktop based edition of Linux Mint. So do give this a shot, do like this video. Thank you so much.